would say, first of all, get to know your neighbors. Um, it starts with one connection and one story. It really does. I think for me, it has been it's been all about those individual relationships that I've been able to build and the way that those people have opened my eyes to what's really happening. And I know not in every community is that available to people. People may be living in an area where there are not very many people who have settled there from other countries. Although I would guess that every community has some. Um, so first get to know people. It can feel really awkward at times. Like, are you just out there in the world, like looking for someone who doesn't look like you and just walking up and saying, "Hi, my name is Jenny. Do you want to be my friend? Because you're not from here." I mean, that feels weird, right? So sometimes it is looking for those kind of natural spaces where you can cross paths and interact with people and then just get to know them on a personal level. Like for real, get to know them. I think for me, in my role, I have definitely felt the need to go beyond just saying I care and spending time in prayer for my neighbors, but into more of that advocacy piece, just because nothing changes unless we say something. So I have felt really compelled, especially with this last kind of round of orders focused on these people that I'm deeply connected with to say something, and not in order to be political, but because that is how our country works.
Yeah.
We vote and then we tell our representatives like what we want and what we don't want. And when there are things that don't align with what we want to see for our communities and what we want to see for our country, like it is our duty to tell them, because if we don't, who's going to, right? And then how do they even represent us if we're not telling them this is what we would like to happen and this is how it's affecting us? So I think the advocacy piece with the writing letters, with the calling, with the emailing, is really important because, again, like if our voice isn't in this space, then whose voice will be the loudest voice? And so when the loudest voice seems to be lack of care, lack of compassion, maybe even lack of accountability, then we get to step in with that biblical viewpoint of like care and compassion and looking for how do we meet the needs not only of our own country and our own community, but those vulnerable people in the world who we feel called to care for.